Good, great. Beautiful, that's great. I just have a few things to say to you. You're making music for the first time with one of the best musician pianists, not only in Boston, but anywhere. You don't look all that excited about it. I mean, this is, do you know who she is? I mean, this is, yeah, you do. Well, when you meet somebody really, really great and you get a chance to talk with them or make music with them, it should somehow affect you more, right? So that's the first thing. Second thing is, you are looking at the music a lot, but you know it from memory, right? Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. So have the music there just out of politeness, but don't look at it. Okay. Right? And look everywhere so that she feels that as excited to play with you as you are to play with her. And she isn't feeling that yet. Okay. All right. I'm just speaking on her behalf. Okay. All right. And the other thing is, there are surprises in the music that don't surprise you. If they don't surprise you, they won't surprise them. You take them for granted. And one of the things that's amazing about Dina, one of the many amazing things, she keeps being surprised by the music that she's played 1,000 times. But she plays it as if she's playing it for the first time. Isn't it exciting? All right. The other thing, it's spring, not autumn. So I would suggest tiny bit faster. All right. And get really close to this extraordinary woman and make it electric. Okay? Really electric. Can you play without your glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Terrific. Yeah. Now we're talking. That's right. You really get really close here. Look at her. Look at that face. I mean, that was the thing about Roz. You know, Roz must have been at 150 of my talks. She came to every talk, week after week, whenever I gave talks to corporations. And she was the most excited person there. She laughed at the jokes. She was alive. She was away. Life was like that for her. Always fully engaged. Always. Never bored. Never even visibly disengaged. It's incredible. Okay, here we go. Listen. Isn't that exciting? She's smiling. Spring. Good. That's it. Did that feel differently? Did that feel differently? Yeah. Did that feel differently? Good. That's what it takes. Music takes energy, passion, engagement, just complete, full-out responsibility for the whole thing. And if you stop thinking for a moment and stop giving that kind of energy, the whole thing collapses. That's the problem with being a conductor. If you stop thinking for a moment or stop the flow of energy, the entire orchestra collapses. Isn't that amazing? So that's the job of the leader. Now, 2:30 this afternoon, that's your job, from 2:30 to 6:30. That's why I chose you. Now, I didn't choose you because you can do it. You're a freshman. Do you think there may be anybody in the orchestra who thought I shouldn't have given that job to a freshman?
Of course, yeah.
I did it anyway. Now, I'll tell you something that happened then in your audition. Do you know what happened? You played the Hindemith. Right. And I'm going to share this because it's pretty important.
Yeah.
You played a howling wrong note. He's still suffering. But you didn't play it once, you played it twice. Right. Now, let's just think about that. This is somebody who's ambitious, who's accomplished, who's passionate, who's engaged, who loves music, who allowed a really big wrong note. You remember, dee da 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 rum pum pa da da rum pum pum ba da dum pum pim pum pa oof G sharp, and the judges looked at each other and went, there was an instantaneous communal when you did that, and the general consensus was, well, you can't make somebody like that the leader of the section because he's too careless. Now, I call that not a failing, but a direction of error. Do you get it? You love music, you have all these beautiful qualities which are going to develop. And I guess that you have a direction of error, which is that you're careless. And I don't think I'm telling you that for the first time. No. A direction of error is something that occurs and reoccurs and reoccurs and reoccurs and reoccurs. And if you get into trouble in life, the direction of error got you there. All right, so that's the thing. So what do you do about that? Well, the answer is, before you do an audition for the rest of your life, play it for somebody before you go into the audition, because nobody will let you get away with that. Great that we found it when you were a freshman. Don't do it again. Right. So that means putting the searchlight on the direction of error. Don't avoid the direction of error. Put the pillow over your head and go back to sleep. This is your chance. You've been given a huge opportunity to play the leader of the second violin section in front of the... And there are other people who say, why the hell did he give that to this kid? He's just a freshman. Yes, fair enough, but we did. All right. We did it because actually there were 2 or 3 moments when Dina, who's played with 1,789 violinists, right, or some such number, actually looked at me and said, yeah. It was like that. There was those moments. You can do those moments. It's not enough. All right? You got it? And you won't survive auditions in the professional world if you make a howling mistake on the... Because the people in the jury will say, well, you can't put somebody like that in. So that doesn't mean you couldn't do the job. It means you have to focus on your direction of error, which is your carelessness. Listen to the recording. If you'd listened to it once, you would, oh, I'm playing the wrong note. All right. So that's something. And it's partly coming from a small town in California where they didn't care that much. But you come to the big city and the big world. Right? Isn't that great? And to discover it in front of 180,000 people. and thank you for being open and, you know, humorous and lighthearted. And should I do these things in public, something like this in public? So I can easily handle this privately, you understand? I can talk to him privately. But who gains from that? Because if you make a mistake in the first chair, it's going to go right back to the there are 22 second violins. And then it's going to go from the second violins to the first and to the violas and then back to the brass and then we're all lost. So your responsibility is enormous. You got it? Are you excited by it?
Of course.
Can't wait. Great. Well done.